Spring cleaning can be so daunting you have a hard time even getting started. But if you have the right tools and the right plan of attack, it doesn't have to be as bad as you think. Dave Zononi, Managing Director of Total Cleaning Plus, is here to offer a few tips. Good morning, Dave. Why is it that people have such a hard time getting started with cleaning?
Well, I think the problem is that it's overwhelming. So usually what happens is people let it go for a while, and then you realize you have to do it, and then you say, oh boy, where do we start?
Well, you started today showing us a little bit how to clean our glass cooktop right here in our kitchen. It's a little dirty. It's got about a year's worth of buildup on it, so you had your work cut out for you. What was the sort of the plan of attack you took?
Well, I think what we did is we used just a regular old razor. I know a lot of people generally they're a little bit nervous to use these types of things, but if you use them carefully, you know, obviously you're not going to scratch the surface.
Yep.
So that's going to take off some of that stuff that's baked on over time. And then what we did is we used a smooth top stove cleaner. And all you do with that is basically apply about a dime size portion onto a paper towel. And it's very similar to wax. So what you do is you put it on, let it sit for just a couple of seconds, and then wax off, you know, just wipe off the remaining stuff to apply the shine. And
it looks really clean.
Well, that's the plan.
We got most of it off. I mean, it is a year's worth of buildup. But that's part of the problem. People will let the stuff build up, and we don't clean on a regular maintenance schedule like you like you suggest.
Yeah, I think that's the biggest thing. Is what you want to do is you know, with anything that's overwhelming in life, you want to break it down in small, manageable tasks that you do you know, more often than not, and basically then you don't have to worry about the spring type cleaning. You've maintained it all year long. You have the systems in place, the routine in place. It becomes very easy.
Now, you brought a few of our favorite tools that you use.
Absolutely.
What are some of the things you've got? Actually, let's start with this thing right here.
Yeah, so this product is called the Smup. It works kind of has a dual purpose. One is kind of acting as a mop. The other is as a broom. Basically, it's used for hard surface floors. It has a terry cloth cover. Usually what you do is you wet that down and then wring it out so that it's damp. And then based on whatever surface you have, so tile, hardwood, then you know, you'd pick whatever solution you want to spray down onto the floor. And the process is used after the vacuuming is done, and what you do is basically start with the farthest point in the room and bring all your stuff, pull it towards, you know, kind of the doorway in the room, work your way out. What it does basically is pick up all the leftover debris that you might have missed during vacuuming. And you avoid using a mop, which basically, if not used properly and wrung out properly, what happens is you end up just spreading dirty water all over the floor and then letting it sit.
And then it just gets gross anyway.
Completely defeats the purpose.
You've got the terry cloth here, but you can also use a microfiber.
You certainly can. Microfiber is a great, you know, it's really starting to take over now. One of the things...
You've actually got an example right here.
Yeah, I think one of the things that's great about the microfiber is that what it does is it traps all the particles inside, and it doesn't allow them to release back onto the surface, the floor, whatever it is you're cleaning. So. And
this is much more efficient, say, than those Swiffer cloths?
Yeah, absolutely. You can put them into the wash, reuse them, you know, keep costs down, and you know, that's kind of the way you want to do things.
It's both green and a little bit economical.
Absolutely.
I love it. And then what I think everybody has heard of, but maybe we don't know what they are, these magic erasers.
You know, to be honest with you, they're just that. They're magic. You know, they basically, if you know, with kids around the house, you know, putting crayons on walls, floors, pen marks, places they shouldn't be, pretty much the cure-all for all things that you know, that you can find that you'll encounter in a house.
And they're especially good in bathrooms, like on soap scum?
Absolutely great for helping remove soap scum.
The ring around the tub that you get?
That as well.
We get all, I mean, if you've got kids, you probably have that, right?
We have all the things that come along with having kids, so absolutely.
And we've also got these great, attachments to your vacuum cleaner.
Absolutely.
Tell me about these.
Yeah, so the really good thing about these are they all have different uses, but they really make the job at home that much more simple. So this one here is just a crevice tool. It kind of gets in the hard to get areas, you know, where dust and dirt tend to make their way. The second one is an upholstery tool. Basically, you're going to use it on upholstered furniture. Really, really good if you have pets at home.
This thing here really just sort of grabs the pet hair and allows it to be sucked right into the vacuum.
Absolutely, yeah. And every now and then you're going to want to take that off. Use the end of your brush, the end of your vacuum to clean off the tool. And but it does. It grabs it and pulls the pet hair right away for you.
And then we've got this bad boy.
And the last one is a brush attachment. Basically, it's really, really good for fabric lampshades. Also great for when you haven't dusted in a really long time. You're using the power of the vacuum, the suction of the vacuum on baseboards. Tough to reach cobwebs, things like that. What it's going to do with the brushes on it is it's basically going to, stir it up, and then with the suction of the vacuum goes right up in there. You don't worry about the dust resettling back on all the work you just did.
Very good. Dave, thanks so much for all these tips. This is great stuff. So now if we haven't started our spring cleaning yet, we can get started on that. Because,
absolutely.
Hey, maybe we've got a lot of work to do.
No time like the present.
That's right. Dave, thanks so much.
You're welcome.
And for more information or to see these tips again, you can visit mymassappeal.com and click on Personal Appeal. Your beautiful home was built to last, but only if you maintain and repair it properly. Luckily for you, A-Crane Construction can help. But first, we check in with one of the contestants of NBC's new hit series, The Voice. There's a good chance you'll be seeing a lot more of him soon.